caught that. I used to catch them with like worms and stuff, but like, you know, where they'd bite the worm and then, you know.
Too bad I stopped him. Oh, you should pick him back up. I feel bad that he's not moving. It's okay. Put him back in. Okay. He's swimming. Is he okay? Yeah.
Oh, he'll be fine. Gee whiz, though.
Good job, Christelle.
Don't touch your mouth.
Yeah.
You'll die in 30 minutes.
Wow. Problem is there's a reflection. There's the other one. Okay. Oh, there it is. The reflection's probably messing with it. He's like right, it's like right on top of it. He's like crawling. It's like dun, 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 dun. Wow, that was cool. I didn't want to use like this time. It was just like, I don't know. Maybe I'll get like the phone or something like that. Did I do 2 videos or 3? I think I did like 3. It was just like, I wanted to capture the salamander moment. Wow. This is one of those things that I do and would do, and it's like on film, but it's just like people don't get to see, oops, unless you're like, you know, watching me all the time, and everybody does. It's just, I think they sell access to the videos and everything, you know, as how they like make money. When I can do this stuff and if people know they can see it like on YouTube or something, then it's like, I think it takes a lot of that funding. Oh.
Net power.
Uh-oh. I just keep recording till the battery goes out, because I got like a full 10 minutes, but how this battery like doesn't last long? I don't know why. Maybe I gotta lower the settings or something for quality, because the quality's only like so much anyway. So I think I gotta do that. Oh. Well, it you know, problem is too, as I gesture off the camera, and sometimes on some of these, and so, you know, and my gestures aren't the best. It's like a little bit of everything. It's like, well, this could mean anything, you know. Oh, look, there's another one there, right there. Not the drop, but the salamander. Gosh, they're all over the place, I think. What's that thing is that floated up, or what did that do? Ah, damn! I was told a lot of this stuff that I do is like people didn't want me doing it. You know, they were like, don't do that and don't donate anything that comes forth, you know. And it's just like, which is something I'm also like doing. So, you know, I don't guess people say this is really delusional, but I'm just like, well, this is what all of Portland's about, you know. It's all about me. It's not about anything or somebody else. And I got a lot of kids. I adopted a lot of them. You know, they were at the Henry Hahn house. I wrote about all that, and I've been talking about a lot of that stuff. You just kind of need to see it. If they're withholding the stuff, then you need to put pressure on them to see it. Otherwise, I'd probably withhold a lot of judgment about a lot of stuff until you kind of like see stuff. You don't even necessarily have to agree with me. Just like, I'm putting up stuff though that no one else could like get away with. Or you could say, well, it's this side or the other thing, or they say this, that, and the other stuff. But it's just like, I don't know, somebody's slapping up a sign that says like morphine and codeine in a town that's like run on painkillers. You know, the addiction to painkillers is like, you know, you need to kind of, I don't know, you got to think about it. Why would I get away with it? Because they're afraid of me. Why do they got me doing this or down, out, and out, this, that, and the other stuff? Because it's just, you know, how things go. Everybody makes one compromise right after another, and then I wind up like this, but nobody really quite wants to do anything, you know, about it. I'm sort of the, you know, the devil, you know, it's everybody knows what to do with the devil except for the one swinging him by the tail, and it's like, that's me. It's everybody doesn't know what to do with me except for me. It's like that, only the opposite. So turned it on like a few years ago, although I think I was still kind of like doing it. Although I kind of like, I think maybe I wasn't there for a while, and I guess I was. I guess the battery's still kind of going. I'm kind of tired. I got. I got a little. Gosh, I've got like 4 minutes. Okay. Oh, the battery's not that low. Okay. So I can make these YouTube videos though, and people can watch, and they can kind of, oh, I disregard it, and it's like, okay, you know. So, and then I'll make more, and then you could say, well, maybe I'll look at some more. Maybe I won't look at any at all, I suppose. I don't know. If I was in a weird thing and people were telling me to do weird stuff, and I was ready to do it at the ready, and I was getting my bills paid and getting whatever it is else that I wanted out of it or something like that, I'd be like, anything that's kind of unusual, I'd like want to know about. But it's just like money has that hypnotic, mesmerizing effect on people. You get it, and you don't really look at who's giving it to you. You never really think of it. It's referred to in Treasure of the Sierra Madre, where you just don't, you know, all you see is the money. You don't look at where the source is. You know, you don't consider that this side of the other thing is actually being run by this side of the other thing. Or they wouldn't say all this, that, and the other stuff if they were like really all that bad. And besides, it's, you know, better living through chemistry, right? And it's just like, no, not necessarily. If they're giving you stuff that you want and they makes you feel a certain way, you're probably going to do whatever you can to ensure that keeps going. Even if it means just turning a blind eye to this, that, or the other stuff. But it's just like, well, you got someone like me running around doing this kind of stuff, and you're running around doing whatever you're doing in Portland, and I don't know, maybe you ought to look. Maybe you ought to think about it. So, powerful enough people with enough resources, they don't want any change, you know, they're going to get a lot of people to do their dirty work that are going to hear exactly whatever it is those people are going to want to hear. So, well, they're probably not supposed to talk to strangers. Probably some of the kids I adopted a whole bunch of them. A lot of them probably don't even know who I am. I don't know. Oh gosh, what was the word for it? I forgot. It was like kind of like a pending adoptions with some of them, or something like that, or it was adoption by default or something. Darn, I had the name of it like about 2 or 3 days ago. You just got to watch that, and it's like, did you put it on YouTube? And it was like, no. Well, it doesn't count. And it was just like, well, you got to demand to say it. You watch me on like live television doing the stuff with the TV stuff, you know, with you know, news or something like that. And if it kind of looks like what they're doing is like commenting on a roundabout way as best they can, what I'm like doing, then you got to kind of figure, you know, wow, it's all the rest of it's out there in film as well, and I want to see it. And it's like they don't show it to you, and they say, oh, it's not. But it's just like you're like, well, I'm looking at it on YouTube, and I'm pretty impressed. And he's doing it right there at, you know, the Starbucks on West Burnside, you know, right there in front of God and everybody. And he's watching, you know, like last night when I was watching live news from Indonesia, and it's just like, this looks kind of, I mean, something's going on. Give people things, though, it has a hypnotic effect, and they just don't, they stop asking questions, and that's exactly when you need to ask questions. And don't the powers that be know that? So, oh, let's see. I hope the lighting is on this all right. I hope I don't drop it, because it goes right into the drink, and I don't have the waterproof thing over it. So, oh, just about out.